right, so look, we got the Super Bowl upon us and all that, but it's only two teams left. We got to talk about the future. So, right now, we're going to get into the top young teams or promising teams moving forward. And I'll just go ahead and kill the suspense. As a Commanders fan, it's us. As a Commanders fan, it's us. And here's the thing. If anybody knows me, right, I hate moral victories. Like I can't stand them.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime there's even something close to like, well, at least, but I literally did not think we would get close to this far this year. So I wasn't really that
Haven't
mad that
gotten
we
this
lost
far in
to the
your life,
Eagles.
bro. Why would you think that? We've never gotten this far your whole life. So why would you?
But like I have never I never thought we would get this far. And like legitimately, we have a very bad roster. Like I'm just gonna keep it real. Our roster is pretty bad. We have a good quarterback, we have a good coach, we have a good receiver, and we got some pieces on defense. Though I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm just gonna be honest. None of our receivers could be a number 3 receiver other than McLaurin. None of them. They're all fours and below. That being said, the fact
Special
that we
teams
get
players.
far with that, I think our future is very bright. We we draft a guard in the 29th. We pick 29, right? I think 29.
Something like that.
We pick a guard. Then we grab some other pieces later. We grab T. Higgins in free agency. We good money.
Just grab him.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, and I love how Jayden said it really hurts him so bad that he didn't make the Super Bowl as a rookie.
Yeah.
So that's going to drive that man more. And his mom ain't having all these ladies around.
Yeah, none of that stuff. Shea plays. None of them games.
It's random, the straight and narrow. So I think it's clearly the Washington Commanders. Call me a homer. It is what it is.
So, look, you're close. And just like the Commanders draft pick, they're number 2. But just like the draft, the number 1 is the Chicago Bears. The Bears. I think that they still have a chance. Now, it's unlikely. Jayden Daniels just put up the best season we've ever seen a rookie play. But it was unanimous that Caleb Williams was better than him when they were coming out of the draft. They had a horrible situation going on this year, that at Matt Eberflus over there. We had to get him out the building. They had Shane Waldron. We ain't even going to go there. And they had a whole bunch of filthiness going on. Replace that with Ben Johnson.
The butcher coming.
Yeah, the butcher coming. So, the top-rated head coaching prospect, head coaching candidate for the last 2 seasons. The one that rejected, honestly, the Washington Commanders last year. So when you couple that type of innovation from a head coach and that type of improvisation from their quarterback with a top 10 pick, I mean, I don't know. I think the sky's the limit. They also have a lot of money. Just like the Commanders have a lot of money, they have a lot of money. The Bears do. And I believe they hired Dennis Allen as their defensive coordinator. He's shown 2 things. 1, he's a terrible head coach. But 2, he is a tremendous defensive coordinator. So good thing they're hiring him for the latter.
And they got Antoine Randall.
Yeah, I think he's going to be the offensive.
Look, they're trying to build out a very good coaching staff. And to me, honestly, they just edge out the Commanders just because I believe in their head coach more than I believe in the Commanders' head coach. But we can talk about that another day.
That's disrespectful. But before Frank goes, I want to say this. Frank, you alluded to the fact that we was hating on Ben Johnson before now. But that's because I didn't have a coach that I was happy with. But that being said, who's your pick, bro?
I will say this, Charlie. You are insane because you like to do things that are really, really funny. You got a little funny streak in you. I do love my pick would have been probably Washington as well. I mean, it's quite obvious. We have the best young quarterback, probably a top 5 quarterback in the league already at this point. And so since I can't pick them, I'm not going to pretend that the team with the brightest future isn't the team that seems to win everything all the time. It's the Kansas City Chiefs. They're not young. How young do you want? How young do you want them to be?
They might have the brightest future. You may be onto something here.
So wait, hold on. I think this makes 5 Super Bowls in 6 seasons. The future looks pretty bright to me if you go keep being in
run those lumens down, please.
In that game. See, look, hold on. Let me elaborate on what they have to look forward to, right? All right. So they have a quarterback who is in his prime, So he still has many years ahead of him, right?
He's a regular quarterback.
And they've shown this innate ability to retool, right? Like I don't like any of the receivers that I see currently playing now. But look, even now, the game that Xavier Worthy has, you're like, oh, that player might be better next season. And then look, the guy that all of a sudden turned into their main wide receiver target that went out in week 4, oh, he'll be back next season. The future looks bright over there. And you know why it looks brighter over there again as well? They're not losing the best coach in the history of the National Football League in Andy Reid, and they're not losing that great defensive coaching staff. Future still looks pretty bright. And oh, by the way, I didn't even mention his name, but you know, he is the best player in the league. So when you have him, I think the future is always bright.
So me and Jonelle were arguing, hey, who would win between the Kingslayer with 2 hands and Jon Snow, and Frank chose the mountain. That's cool. That works. That works. That's fine.
That's a fact, man.
I was handcuffed. You know, why not? You know?
So let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this. How do you feel about Travis Kelce retiring? Because he's such a big, impactful piece of the team.
How did you feel about them losing Tyreek Hill? He was such a big impactful
I just wanted to ask.
I'm just saying, like, was it 2 Super Bowls since then? I don't know, man. I just don't know.
I like this take, Frank. You finally had a take that I feel was the best take on the show. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
But nah, man. But anyways, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for that. You know, we'll get back to some other stuff, but it's definitely the Commanders. I don't know what y'all are talking about. It is what it is. But anything you want to say, we'll get out of here, Charlie.
Nah, man. I mean, mine is very projection based, but they got the talent. The quarterback has the talent in them, and the play caller has the talent in them. That's easy to believe in. Roma Dunze and whatever they do at 10. Yeah, hey, they should take Ashton Genty if you ask me. I like that talent.
You got DeAndre Swift.
I said what I said.
Charlie, you know what's funny? But I know we about to get out of here, but you know what's funny about what you said? It's like, in theory, what you're saying makes a lot of sense. Their future should be actually brighter than Washington's, but I don't necessarily
Plus,
know about
Andy Reid gonna retire, Spagnuolo gonna retire.
Okay.
We got Chris Jones gonna retire. Their team is falling apart already. They better get this chip.
And let Jonelle tell it. Pat about to retire, right?
Oh yeah, right. You already had to come over, right?
So they're toast. Nell said it. They said it.
But they have Carson Wentz. All right, my bad. Anyways, this is podcast. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Tell somebody about us. Peace.
If Carson Wentz retires, their future gets brighter.